Okay, got another video. I'm on a roll. This one's about find the genius. It's another Jubilee video. Now, I have a problem with this. When it comes to uh, saying that someone's a genius, I don't know how you could say that someone's a genius. I know they're probably gonna go based on IQ. Having an IQ over like 130 or 135 or something like that. But my problem with that is there's no official IQ test. Like you could look around. There's not an IQ test that has been that's the standard in the scientific community that says, yeah, this is the test that we're using. IQ is more in the line of they made it up to understand the intelligence of people on the lower end, not on the higher end. It's to basically if I remember correctly, it was used to try to like stop or see if kids were like retarded and stuff. And now they try to use it to see if people are geniuses, but it's I don't know if like I said, you could use IQ, but there's no official IQ test. I would like to see an official IQ test, and again, not to my knowledge, there is none. So how do you say that someone's a genius? It's my thing. I don't know. Now, I will believe that a lot of these people might be smart, but I don't know. Like maybe they're all geniuses. By what standard? What's the standard that we're using? All right, so let's go. And again, I'm a stereotype. It's probably going to be the winner of the contestant is probably going to be a guy, just because usually men are smarter than women, and mainly because of how the culture is long-standing that we had a head start going to college and everything historically, and it's probably going to be maybe not white. It might be an Asian guy, like this guy right here. It's probably going to be either Asian or not white, maybe foreigner, like maybe Indian or something. I don't know all the contestants. I haven't seen that. I just see him right here. But yeah, it's probably going to be a guy though. All right.
Genius. I am a genius.
I am a genius.
I am a genius.
I am a genius.
I am a genius.
Off the bat, I'm eliminating the bottom two, the black guy and the white guy. It's not them.
Hey everybody, let's get down to business. Say your name.
Although I like to do this bow tie. It reminds me of who's that? The science guy. Can't think of his name. Neil or something. Bill Nye. Bill Nye, the science guy.
And then show us that you're a genius.
My name is Daniel. I've been a software engineer for 10 years now, and I built an app to manage my closet.
You said manage your closet?
I have too many clothes.
Period. Me too.
Right now it's titled Dressitation. This is the outfit section, and it keeps track of all your outfits, but today's outfit is all the weird. I plan future outfits too.
This is the shoe that you wear to go exercise?
Yeah, I mean, those Adidas shoes, what?
Okay, wait.
I want to have a question.
When Daniel walked in and started showing us his app, it's a brilliant concept. I want it on the App Store. I want to download it.
I just wonder if he really did it though. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
All right. Also, making an app, it's not as hard as it used to be. So just because you make an app does not make you a genius.
Oh wait, do we skip out? Hi, I'm Danica. I did my undergrad in math and CS. I'm getting my master's in CS. I do competitive puzzles too.
Do you have any puzzles or anything you could show us?
Oh yeah, okay. What kind of puzzles do you guys like?
You the genius, so let's
Well, my name's on the leaderboard, so I got second place this month. The first place is Lazar. He always beats me. So Danica is me, and this one was pretty easy. It was kind of like a Sudoku.
That's easy.
This was this one's puzzle.
She could have put her name on that leaderboard. She could have made up the rest of the names. The puzzle I wasn't thinking.
I believe that she is smart. I mean, she does look like kind of nerdy, and that she solves puzzles on her free time.
Yes, I could go on Google and find a random little puzzle that nobody else figured out.
Walk in for all your favorites during Little Caesar's Summer of Hot and Ready, like a thin crust pepperoni pizza for $7.99.
Wait, so how long do these take you to do?
So this one took 1 hour, but so this one was like really hard. It took 27 days. So it's basically like using prime factors to get a very large number that satisfies a to the b equals n to the n.
Sure.
So this was the answer. It was like, how many digits is this? 3, 6,
So here's the thing, right? I just gotta jump there, right? Either I don't understand because that's some really smart students, or you bullshit and it don't make sense.
I'm Jacob. I went to MIT and graduated in 2018. I do the New York Times crossword every day. So I also know pi to the 54th digit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, let's hear it.
I-
Let's hear it.
I mean, anybody can memorize pi. It's not a. I mean, it just shows you're nerdy. But why memorize? What are you gonna get out of it? Like, oh, it's 3.1419, blah 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 blah. It doesn't mean that you're a genius just because you memorized something.
I was okay.
Shall we?
3.141593265338462238841971693937169399375110.
Off the top of my head, I know the speed of light. I memorized that one a long time ago when I was in chemistry, either 1 or 2, and I had my teacher wouldn't let us use any paperwork, and including to write t, which is the speed of light, and it's let's see, 209,792,458 meters per second squared. It was 3 times 10 to the 8th, if I remember correctly. But I'm not a genius though. Just because you remember stuff like that does not make you a genius.
05820. I learned it as a kid in a road trip.
How old were you?
8. Look up pi. That is all the digits. I try to forget it, but you just never forget it.
Why they put me in charge of this? Look, could y'all please just go to jubilee.com/casting so you can be in the next video and they don't have to keep calling me up all the damn time.
Hi, my name is Chris.
You got a nice smile, by the way.
Thank you very much. You know, still in progress, but if you guys are familiar with indigenous languages, languages like Navajo have specific apps to learn. Like Duolingo is now partnered with Navajo. Unfortunately, Cherokee is not quite there yet. We have very few speakers. And so in order to try and increase the number of speakers, I've been working on an app which helps people learn, pronounce, and create sentences.
Fancy language, man. Can you show us?
Sure. So.
Can you do like a whole Indian song?
Oh gosh. Maybe another time.
This your moment.
That is right. Okay, wait.
So come on.
See-yo, see-yo, got the oosty dejaton, got the oosty dejaton, see-yo, Krista Wadon, can I ligasesti.
Pretty
You
good.
and It's a friendship song.
I actually got Katabasu Indian in my family. Like, I felt like the ancestors was getting invoked a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I was relating to them.
I don't know anything about indigenous languages, but I know that they are harder to learn, in particular because they aren't traditionally taught.
Hi, I'm Rishi.
I just remember that the Navajo language, was it that the one in the movie Wind Talkers? That it's a hard language to crack or to decipher things. That's all I remember.
Nice to meet you. I'm a machine learning engineer at a startup, and by night I'm a solo game dev. 2 fun facts about me: I started coding since I was in the 1st grade, and I got a 2300 on my SAT in 8th grade. So
I love it.
actually, I do have some screenshots of my demo. Here's like just a video game that I'm currently creating. You basically solve a series of puzzles. They could be ciphers, booby traps, things like that.
You see, I believe people more. Maybe I'm gullible, but
You are.
I get okay.
I'm just gonna say off the bat too, she seems above average intelligence. I mean, everybody here seems above average intelligence, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know what makes you a genius, you know? I mean, like I said, that so far everyone seems kind of smart.
You're a genius, it seems.
Yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you.
This guy looks like he works on Wall Street. I would trust him with my money.
Harry.
All right, that handshake. I don't know if that's a genius handshake.
Nobody else gave you a handshake that would be true.
Nice to meet you. So I'm 19. I'm currently the founder of 2 multi-million-dollar companies. The first.
What I say? He looks like he works with money.
Is a trading firm, so it passively makes around $3,000 a day. And the second is a tutoring company, boatbracketelite.com. You can actually search it up. This is my channel, which I used to funnel to my website. So I essentially try and tutor people to get into top-notch investment banks and hedge funds such as Morgan Stanley.
What are some of the top hedge funds that you help people get in?
You know, if he is in finance, they usually do hire people who are really good with math because I don't know, like they're like really good at seeing patterns and everything. Like I saw, this is just from my knowledge from watching movies, like I think it was The Big Short, and a couple other movies. They just really hire Asian people from MIT, even what was the other one, or like rocket engineers, or what was the other one? I don't know. I see a lot of Wall Street movies, a lot, and they always show people who are like MIT grads or like people in the math field working in business. So I kind of believe him. And again, could he be a genius? I mean, he's above average intelligence. I mean, I would consider most of these people geniuses.
Yeah.
I do day trading myself, so I'm curious what you're doing, bro.
I'm glad to trade strategies.
The truth is, it does not take a genius to make multi-millions of dollars. Not that I have millions of dollars and I'm just saying that, but it doesn't take a genius to make money.
I wasn't convinced by him. He had the whole suit, you know?
It doesn't take genius to make money, but it helps, you know.
I mean,
Yeah, I thought that was
That's why they hire like these MIT grads, you know, because it's better than hiring like just an average Joe, you know.
yeah, exactly.
Especially when you're talking about money in the billions of dollars, dude. You want a freaking mathematician from the best school.
So they might ask you a question. How would you invest $1 million?
Man, I think you blew.
I'm easily impressed by anybody that knows computer science because I know. Overall, clearly, I'm impressed by them all.
Pull out a Rubik's Cube. Although I solved a Rubik's Cube and it's easy. If you remember it's a freaking, what do you call it? Algorithm, I think that's what it's called. But it's easy, man. The hardest part is the last bit, but after you just discover that the centerpieces doesn't move, and that's the color that's gonna be on that side, anybody can solve it.
Ab dude and the senior dude.
They all made abs.
Let's just say the black guy, the black and the senior dude, and then you with the pie. I don't know about his, man. I gotta ask you some more questions.
I just solved this Rubik's Cube.
See, he trying to.
Why didn't you do that in the first round?
No one asked me what my skill set was.
It is the first round.
I knew I was underwater. I just didn't realize I was this underwater.
I'm just gonna get rid of the black dude just because he didn't say anything, and I'm stereotyping, but he didn't really say anything that it was like, oh man, this guy's freaking smart, you know. The two ladies, them solving problems, or that the second one that she's constantly solving problems. She kind of reminds me of me. Like, I play chess every day. I probably play about a couple hundred games a day, and I gotta solve problems constantly, nonstop. Like, I play quick 1-minute games on chess.com all day. I'm just playing. The games sometimes don't even last like 20 seconds, and then online against other people, and then I'll play another person, and it's just I have to constantly solve problems. So I kind of relate to her, you know, thinking that she might be a genius just because she's always solving those puzzles, you know, always keeping your brain working, constantly feeding it problems. So out of everybody so far, she's the one that the second girl is the one that screams genius. And well, they do solve that little Rubik's cube, but after you solve it one time, it's not a challenge. You kind of want to challenge yourself.
Gonna get roasted in the comments for my handwriting.
Dun, dun, dun.
What? They got rid of the person that's probably the smartest person in the room. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, these people they don't know how to read people.
I like your handwriting.
Thank you.
Honestly, I was a little heartbroken, but it's okay. I understand I do give an anxious vibe. Woo.
I mean, that even screams more genius because look at her. She's not in the club. She's not out partying. She's like me. She's indoors all the time working on something. Look, I'm in a damn office. She's I don't know what these people are doing.
Where'd everyone go?
Where they at?
Oh, they found the Nectar app.
Gotta skip this. Come
Genius.
on.
All right, everybody. We have prepared a genius test for you today. Can we have the whiteboards poured for pour?
Feels like the GRE.
All right, then. The first question today. What is 5 plus 3? Mr. Daniel, sir, what is your answer to the question?
It was a tough one, but 8.
Wild guess.
Is this okay?
Thought it was 91, but yeah.
You're correct.
Second question is a little bit harder. What is 11,111 times 12,345?
Yeah, I would have just pulled out a calculator.
I guessed. I was gonna do the math, but then I was just like, it's an estimate of a 9-digit number.
Okay.
And then you guessed too.
I guessed, yeah.
Okay.
I was working through the process manually.
Oh, you didn't finish?
Final answer.
Oh, okay. You might not be smart then.
Oh my God, Arush. Sorry.
So this is the process I also went through, like Chris. I kind of just aligned the numbers as such because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, correct? Times 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So just basically shift it, translate it like that, and then come up with the answer.
Ooh, I
do that too.
I don't even know what that works, but that sounds cool.
Okay, and then Harry.
That's what I learned in Chinese kindergarten.
Kindergarten?
You have to multiply. Or if you do division, you do it like this. And then it gives out the answer.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that the American way we're taught how to multiply. It's harder, and I know that in Asia, they teach them. Actually, not just in Asia. I think it's also in Mexico. They teach them a different way of multiplying that's way easier. And again, he's pretty smart, and that girl's pretty smart.
The right answer is
137 million.
137,165,295.
So
So you got Arush, you got it right. Harry, did you get it all the way right?
Yeah.
95.
He changed it.
So the next
I would hire him to manage my money. He'll like, oh yeah, I gotcha. Typical Wall Street.
questions, we're shifting away from math, and so we're going to be leading more, let's see, creative problem solving. So the first question is, what is coming but never arrives?
What is coming but never arrives? Tomorrow? Tomorrow, the future? I don't know.
3, 2, 1. The answer is tomorrow.
I wanted to be different.
Okay.
Whatever breakfast.
The second question is, what start?
Hey, that guy said the future, and also, he didn't get no credit.
Starts with an E and ends with an E, but only has one letter.
Starts with an E, ends with an E, but only has one letter in it. Starts with an E, ends with an E. Oh, shoot, one letter. Damn, this one's. What starts with an E? Eternity. I can't think of this one. I'll just put the letter E. I don't know.
3, 2, 1. Hands down. So the right answer is envelope. So Daniel's answer is E. Envelope.
Why is your writing so horrible?
Well,
When he wrote down envelope too, it didn't even look like envelope.
I think he spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
Well, maybe because I don't know. Maybe English is in his first language. I'm the worst speller, man. I don't know how to spell anything. You know, I don't know. Also because of knowing multiple languages, and then the English language is just so difficult, man. Some words just don't make no sense.
Devious?
What's your answer?
Well, this is actually a Chinese character. It's like sun. If you flip the E around, that makes the word.
That's
Starts with a
brilliant.
B.
It's creativity.
That is creative thinking, and that actually shows me more than maybe the right answer might.
Thank you.
Okay, my last question is, if I drink, I die. If I eat, I'm fine. What am I?
If you drink, you die. If you eat, you're fine. Hell if I know. Obviously, these riddles aren't actual about food, you know, so it has to be something, I don't know, water related, I don't know. But also solving these riddles, that doesn't make you a genius either, you know.
3, 2. Cactus.
I'm just having fun with it. It's fun.
I
Alcohol.
like that personality, by the
The
way.
desert. Cactus. Man eating. Man. None of you got it right, actually. The answer is fire.
That's a good one.
Ooh.
Alright. Why do you...
Actually, not true. Not true. Because depends what kind of fire. There's fire where you add water and it grows even wilder. Like especially if it's like I think like a lithium fire or something. So not true. Just want to say that.
Never hear a pterodactyl use the dactyl.
Oh,
9,
because it's extinct. And I don't know.
8, 7, 6, 2, 1. Stop. Hold your pants. Hold your pants. Alright, so starting here. Small hands they can't flush because they did.
I made a number 6.
Good answer, but no. That's actually correct. A pea. You know what I mean? Dead don't exist. And is that a meteor?
Yeah, maybe the Earth.
That's a smart answer right there. Because the meteor took them all out.
See, that Asian guy, he like I said, he's smart. He's above average intelligence. And again, I don't know why he's not a genius. You know, I mean, I would consider him a genius amongst regular people. You know.
You say you're Cherokee Indian?
And everyone has different intelligence in different fields. You know, you can be smart in one area, but not in another area. So you can be financially intelligent, but not intelligent in like reading people, like or like street smarts or something. You know. So I don't know what it is, what a genius is.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
How old are you, man?
15.
I want to
You're a little pride.
Just be whatever you like.
I'm curious, right? Indian benefits. I'm like Katavasi in India, right?
Like affirmative action?
Nah. Like the casino benefits.
Oh, yeah.
How much percent Cherokee you gotta be in order to get those benefits?
So we don't actually distribute casino funds to specific people.
That dude stereotyped him, and again, I stereotype all the time, but not, yeah. He went straight to the casino.
Cherokee Nation instead uses all the proceeds. We just built a $100 million hospital on the reservation. I believe it's in Tahlequah. We try and use our funds instead of just distributing out to tribal
And what does that have to do with being a genius?
members, more towards just trying to benefit the community.
They don't give you no money whatsoever?
No, not really a thing with the Cherokee Nation.
Do either of y'all two have girlfriends?
I live with my partner. Yeah.
Had.
Had a girl?
Ain't no genius has that. No genius has a girlfriend. He's gone.
I mean, I'm 15.
Puppy love. And what about you? You got a boyfriend?
No, I haven't actually dated anyone before.
Because she's smart, man. And once you get to a certain level of intelligence, it's hard to find a partner.
So,
How old are you?
I'm 24. Yeah.
My last question for all three of you, we're gonna start with Jacob, is what do you think is the mark of a true genius?
Well, there's so many definitions for a genius, but if I were like say one thing, it's just like passionate about learning, I think.
I'm gonna give you my definition. I guess it's the ability to solve problems, or also it's using their intelligence all the time. Like, for example, like let's say somebody's book smart, but not like they know a lot of math or something like that. They're really good in mathematics. But yet they don't use that in everyday life. Like they're gonna go take out a loan in a bank, and they see that the interest rate's gonna kill them. You know, if you have that intelligence, use your intelligence. You know, to say, oh look, I'm gonna get screwed over just because. Like you see sometimes engineers that are flat earthers or something like that, or it's like, hey, you know, you're an engineer, you should know. You use your intelligence to know that the earth is not flat, you know. Something like that. Use your intelligence in everyday life when you're doing things around you. That's my definition of a genius, is use your knowledge every day, you know, to solve everyday problems.
What do you think?
Obviously, like he's saying, there's a bunch of different definitions. There's social intelligence, a person who's really popular, musical intelligence. There's people who are really talented at math. But really, I think it's a person who can tell when someone's upset, when they're happy, and how to respond accordingly. Honestly, it comes down to just being very perceptive and being intentional in everything you do.
See, I like his answer too. And like again, yeah, there's social intelligence, emotional intelligence. There's all kinds of intelligence, you know.
It kind of narrowed down to like equality. I think being humble is really important, and also being able to learn from others. So.
And everybody here is smart. I just want to put that out. They're all smart.
I feel like, you know, when we're kind of lacking in certain areas, it's important to go ahead and ask for help. And then in that way, you're kind of gaining that knowledge as well. So.
Oh, not the red. Not the red.
You gotta kick somebody out.
What am I thinking?
What do you think?
I'm incredibly impressed by Chris, and also you got every single question right.
You
I know I lied, not the long math problem. You didn't finish that one. Arushi got that one right.
Yeah,
Sure did.
And that's a good thing.
Sure did.
My guess is for a 15-year-old, he speaks really well. And if he's just that good at lying, he's either a great actor or he's a genius.
Yeah, he's a
Charlie
genius.
Prater. If you ain't it, I'm gonna be mad.
If the lights turn green, that means you have found the real genius, and you win. If the lights turn red, that means you have voted the wrong person, and you lose.
Well, I kind of figured, like I said before I started, that it was going to be a guy. But like I said, they're all smart, pretty much.
And he's a little singer over here, right? You saying big money about the Cherokee? That's what I'm talking about.
So I got interested in language when I was a little kid. I've always wanted to learn Spanish and then Cherokee, and so...
Mensa certified genius. See, I got a problem with that. Okay, so Mensa, it's supposedly this organizations for geniuses, and they have their own IQ test. Again, that they decided to. You know, again, it's not an official IQ test by any scientific, like official scientific community that says, hey, this is the standard. You know, it's just like a puzzle test, and anybody can get a high score on an IQ test. all you have to do is study. You know, you constantly take. If you don't do good the first time, do it again, and eventually, you'll get a high score, high enough to be in Mensa. And I think anybody in Mensa, honestly, has an ego problem because you have to pay. You know, I looked into it because people told me, you should go into Mensa. I was like, well, if it's free, I'll go into it. It was like $100 something to take the test. I'm like, you got to be an idiot to do this. You know, I'm not paying to take a test so I can see if I'm smart and hang out with a bunch of so-called smart people. Yeah. Since it says Mensa Certified Genius, he just lost all credit, like all accountability. It seems like someone who's trying to be smart, but maybe he has like an ego problem or something.
So I took class at my high school, and then I've kind of been self-taught with Cherokee and online resources. Once you're 14 years old, you're eligible to be enrolled in Mensa. So I had the school psychologist when I was in 8th grade give me an IQ test, the WISC-5, and it turned out I was eligible to join Mensa as well as Intertel. Since then, I published some things, just working on that program, and that's kind of how I got my start into this.
I almost just want to join Mensa just to show you that anybody can join Mensa. You know, it's a scam to me. You know, what do you think about Mensa?
Thanks.
Has anything changed for you in your life since you found out you were a literal genius?
Not really. A couple of my friends know. Most people don't.
They're gonna know now.
A couple opportunities. So.
I'm curious, bro. Starting with you, man. Was you lying about anything today?
Honestly, no.
Danica, what about you?
I didn't really say much.
Oh, poor man. I feel sorry for her. She has like social anxiety. Again, she's smart. Like I could spot someone who's really intelligent and nerdy, and she's definitely a nerd. Really good at math. I would hire her to manage my money.
I mean, the puzzles were real. For the dating lives one, I got so team. The guy who beat me, Lazar, he like sent me his resume and he's like, if you're ever in Boston, like hit me up.
That's some puzzle riz right there.
Listen, we have programmers here. We need an app for geniuses to mingle.
So I found out.
Yes, a genius dating app.
Lazar an email.
It'll be mostly guys though.
That said, love is the hardest puzzle to solve. He didn't reply.
I didn't think I really had to embellish anything or lie, but there was definitely some stiff competition.
I definitely didn't go to MIT. I went to UCSD. I wouldn't say UCSD students aren't smart, but if you're gonna think of a genius, you're not gonna think of UCSD. No offense.
Yeah. MIT is always when we think of geniuses, it's always MIT.
The only thing that I embellished.
Except for that one school in California where all those scientists went back in the day, and I think it's like LA or something. I can't think of it right now. Yeah, but there's like they had all these geniuses that went back there. I think like in the 40s or I can't think of it. You know, there's a couple of better schools than MIT, but usually it's always MIT. I mean, right here in Houston we have Rice University, you know, but again, it's like Harvard, MIT. There's a couple of them, and then always what comes to mind. All right, did you get it right? What do you think a genius is? Again, I disagree with this video. I think most of them are geniuses, you know. Sometimes I think I'm a genius, but a lot of times I think I'm an idiot. But I do think I'm above average intelligence. I mean, I did score perfect on a lot of my state exams. I got accepted to Yale University because of it, but I couldn't afford it, so I didn't go. And I'm not that good in a lot of aspects, but I am good at problem solving, and I love solving problems. I mean, like I said, if I'm not playing chess every moment, I'm constantly have to keep my brain working. Like, it never stops. Even when I sleep, I'll put a podcast on because I have to listen to something. It's nonstop keeping this thing going. Even if I'm in a room alone with no technology, I keep it going. I'll just talk for hours to myself in my head. And my sister, if she's watching this, she'll verify that. I'll just start laughing and she goes, "Are you having a conversation with yourself?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Because I'll run multiple scenarios in my head of what I'm doing throughout the day. And I'm like, almost like a movie. I'm running a scenario. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm talking to this person. No, that conversation didn't work out. Okay, rewind that. I'm doing this back and forth. And all this while I'm just, just casually just, I don't know, having breakfast or something. And I'll make like facial expressions and people are like, "Well, why do you keep laughing?" I'm like, I'm going through something in my head. I'm analyzing stuff. It just never stops. Even, I'll be on the phone with somebody. Again, I'm always either playing chess while I'm on the phone or I'm on Reddit, just like reading articles and multitasking, constantly. Even to the point like when I go to the restroom, I'm solving puzzles. Again, it's a thing. I've read of other people doing the same thing, that they just can't ever shut it down. That you constantly have to keep this thing fed. And me, I wish I would have done more with it, instead of doing really much nothing. But money really sets you back, what you can do. That's why I see a lot of failed geniuses. I met a lot of people who are just super smart, way smarter than me, and almost jobless. And I'm like, man, why aren't you like more famous or rich or something? Like, because you're so smart. Like, but again, it doesn't really work that way, and you don't get opportunities. So like I'm in some self-taught, what do you call it, autodidact people. Never went to college, but are just super smart, And again, I went to college, but I dropped out. And just because it was just boring, it wasn't my thing. Didn't really get much out of it. Again, I felt like I could just teach myself this. A lot of things I was learning in school, I wasn't even really much learning. I did like the back and forth communication with the professor, but again, it was not my thing. All right, so I'm going off on a tangent. What do you think a genius is? Are you smart? Do you think Mensa is a scam? I think it's a scam. And please subscribe. Let me know if you like this video. If not, whatever. I'm just gonna keep going. Gotta keep pumping these out. Okay, next time.